All right, I gotta close this closet behind me. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, those are my dogs. Okay, let's make this look a little better. Why does my camera flip me? That's what I don't like about it. Does anyone know how to flip my camera around so that I don't look so atrocious? Hold on. Let me turn that light off in the corner and see if that makes a difference. It didn't, but you can see less of what's going on here, so that's fine. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of You're on Speaker, by the way. I am your host, Emily Zeck, and today's topic is crazy relationship stories. So give me a call. Let's chat about it. It can be about yourself, it can be about somebody you know. I don't mean just like your run of the mill kind of like weird relationships. I mean something crazy. Give me something crazy. It looks like we've got some callers waiting here. Let's see. And by the way, you guys in the chat, I need you to tell me if you can hear these callers clearly because I don't know how it sounds to you. So when we answer this, you're going to have to let me know how it sounds. Okay. Here we go. Hello?
Hello?
Who do we have on the line?
Yeah. Hi, I'm actually a returning caller. I thought it was an update.
A returning caller with an update. Okay, well, you're on speaker, by the way. Give us like a summary for anyone new listening of what was happening last time.
All right. So basically, what happened is I'm not allowed to date, but I'm dating this guy, and then I'm afraid of ruining our friend group.
Okay.
My other friends don't know.
So let me repeat that for the chat. Not allowed to date, but she's secretly dating a guy, and she also doesn't want to ruin the friend group. Okay. Last time we spoke, I think maybe the plan was, per the chat, that we were maybe going to tell the friend who might have secret feelings for you that you're seeing his friend. Do we have an update on that?
I do, actually.
Okay.
There was this whole controversy around homecoming because my boyfriend goes to a different school.
Controversy around homecoming. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
He was planning on coming to ours, but then it ended up not working out, and like push comes to shove, and then eventually one of my friends slips and says something, and then my friend found out that.
Uh-oh. So he found out before you could tell the friend that might have feelings for you.
Correct, yeah. He used to allegedly have feelings for me, but I do not think he does anymore.
Okay. Well, are you guys still friends?
Oh, yeah. He actually was super sweet about it. He said, I love both of you guys, and I'm just happy that you're happy. So it went really well, I think.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that this part two to the story is not ending in a ruined friendship. But that was a pretty tense situation for a minute. So I'm glad that we have an update. Is there anything else in the update that is crazy, or are we happy with how it's going now?
I mean, the whole homecoming night was pretty crazy. That's like a whole nother story. But right now, I'm a little bit worried / mad at my boyfriend because we like have not been talking too much recently. But like, I thought he was mad at me, but he said he's not mad at me. So I'm really not sure what's going
on. Okay, let's consult the chat. If a boy, and if you are a guy, if you say that you're not mad at somebody, is that true? Or are there secret feelings that are a little bit
unclear context.
right. That
For-
could be
for
kind of
context,
crazy.
He does. Yeah, no, for sure. It can be confusing. I don't know if this helps or not, but the context, he is very busy. And I know that he is very, very busy. He has like soccer till like 9:30 p.m. like every day and like 4 AP classes. So he's really, really busy.
He's busy. He's a busy guy. But you know what? I think you always have time for the things you want to have time for. Because life is busy for everybody. So, sounds like you're gonna have to give us like a part 3 update. Because it sounds like something crazy could happen. Maybe there's like a something he's not telling you. I don't know, but so far, kind of a good update, kind of a bad update.
Yeah, for sure. I just hope he's okay because it's been like worrying me a little bit,
I wouldn't worry too much. I think if he's going to be mature, he'll be mature and tell you what's up.
I agree. Thank you. And
Yeah.
then also, like, something that's throwing me off is a lot of my friends are saying that that's a huge red flag. So,
it is a little bit of a red flag. We don't like people that avoid other people, especially if you're supposed to be in a relationship.
Dating red flag.
Yeah, that is a dating red flag for sure. For sure. You know, communication is key. So definitely a red flag. That's correct. But you know what? I say balls in his court. Let him let you know what's up, and you know, hopefully we get a part 3 that's a little better.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully. Thank you for letting me call back.
Well, thanks for calling back with an update. We were on the edge of our seat. So next time, give us an update. Hopefully it's good. If not, then, you know, the chat will be here.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, girl. See ya.
See ya.
Nice. Okay. I think I might have logged myself out of the call. Maybe not, though. If I did, I'm sorry. And if you tried to call in and I wasn't there, that's why. If you tried to call in and I wasn't there, you should call me back, because I definitely did log myself out and I didn't see your call. Sorry. So in the meantime, while this is logging back in, I have quite a few crazy relationship stories from myself and from others. So if all else fails, I'll share those. It looks like we do have. Okay, good. I logged back in, and here's a caller. Here we go. Okay. Hello? 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 Hold on, guys. Hello?
Hello?
There we go.
Am I the first guest of the night?
You're the second guest of the night. We actually had a guest right before you give us a part 2 of her relationship story. She gave us a part 1 last time, and we gave some advice. We have some updates. So you're lucky number 2. I don't know if number 2 is lucky, but you're lucky number 2. Who do we have on the line?
Please leave your message for 40780.
Wait, hold on. Is that me?
036.
What is going on?
I have no idea. I think I called you back, and I think it's probably gonna leave you like a 20-minute long message. My bad, dog. Anyways,
okay.
Who do we have on the line?
We'll just Rosie. We'll go with Rosie.
Okay, Rosie. All right, Rosie. You're on speaker, by the way. So give us the tea. What's going on, or what was going on, and is it going on with you or somebody else?
I was just going to share a crazy ex-lore story.
Okay.
It's not going on anymore.
That's good.
But it is an interesting story. So I was dating this guy for, like, we dated less than a year. I didn't know him super well. We'll call him Derek.
Derek.
This was big in my, like, party era, so I wasn't making the best of choices. And we went to a Walmart together, and we were gathering art supplies for his booming art business, of course. And we look over, and there is a really poorly bedazzled Maserati.
A poorly bedazzled what?
Maserati.
Maserati, like the car?
Like the car. So it was a nice car, but it was like someone took, like, gems from Walmart and bedazzled it with that.
So in the parking lot, I'm assuming.
He was doing it in the parking lot, yes.
Wait,
and
somebody was actively bedazzling their Maserati in the parking lot, or it was bedazzled already?
No, both. Both. They were adding to it.
Okay, cool.
So, naturally, Derek wanted to speak to whoever the owner of this Maserati was, and it turned out to be a disgraced WWE wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah, and they ended up speaking for 30 minutes. He invited him back to my apartment, and then ended up running, like, long story short, he ran away with the guy. Like, I took a nap, and I woke up, and he was gone with this wrestler.
So let me just, before you continue, let me recap. So you went to Walmart with your boyfriend. While you're at Walmart, you see somebody bedazzling a Maserati in the parking lot. Your boyfriend strikes up a conversation with him. Turns out to be a WWE wrestler. He invites him back to your house. What?
Yes, he was also breeding cats in said car.
So he was a cat breeder and a WWE wrestler. He invited him back to your house. You took a nap. You woke up, and both your boyfriend and the wrestler had disappeared. That's where we've left off.
Yes.
Got it.
That's where we've left off. And for any big WWE fans, he's from the Hart family.
From the what?
And the Hart family. It's like
Hart
a big
family.
WWE family.
Okay. Anyone know WWE in the chat? I don't know. Keep going. All right.
And so then I ended up calling Derek's mom because I did not know what else to do. And we basically, like, through his bank statements, tracked him down to where he was with the wrestler guy. And at this point, wrestler guy had taken $5,000 from Derek and refused to give it back until Derek bedazzled his Versace shoes for him. Like a fever dream.
How long was Derek gone?
We could not get a hold of him for, like, at least, I want to say, like, 8 hours.
So Derek disappeared with the WWE wrestler / cat breeder. You couldn't find him. Yeah. You tracked him down via his credit card. At the WWE wrestler spent $5,000 of Derek's money and wouldn't give it back unless he bedazzled his shoes for him.
Yes.
Okay.
Which obviously we were not going to let Derek go. Also, I'm almost positive Derek was, like, in, like, oh shit. But I can't speak to that. But yeah, so we ended up getting $2,500 back of the $5,000.
Okay.
And then the wrestler ran away to Virginia, and he actually got arrested for choking his fellow wrestler girlfriend in public.
So the wrestler wasn't stealing Derek to be a sex slave. He was just stealing Derek to bedazzle some shoes.
Yes, he wanted him to bedazzle some shoes. He kept telling Derek he was going to invest in his art business, which I didn't know how he was going to do that because we watched him steal from Walmart. So it felt like he didn't have any money.
Right.
And I did stay with Derek for 6 more months. So
I mean, the last part's kind of on you, unfortunately.
Yeah, the last part's on me.
But the whole getting robbed by a cat breeder and WWE wrestlers, you know. That's kind of crazy. Somebody in the chat says can't trust anyone with a Maserati. I kind of agree.
You know what? That's a fair point. I didn't know back then.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't trust Maseratis, especially bedazzled ones.
Yeah, I think any type of bedazzled car is probably not trustworthy. Just because, you know, the type of person that maybe bedazzles a car is not right in the mind.
No, he was also taking an extensive amount of party favors.
Okay, so he was doing drugs. He was doing drugs.
Yeah, he was doing drugs.
He was doing drugs.
We were mildly doing drugs.
You were also doing drugs. Okay, so he was doing drugs. You were doing drugs. You were bedazzling. You weren't bedazzling a Maserati, but this guy was bedazzling a Maserati.
No, I wasn't doing enough drugs to bedazzle a Maserati.
Yeah. I think you got to probably do a lot of drugs to want to bedazzle a Maserati.
Yeah, that feels like a commitment.
Yeah. Well, hey, Rosie, that was a really weird story. At no point did I could I have predicted where it was going to end up. The whole thing was filled with twists and turns, which were really nice. So it kept me on my toes. I would rate that relationship story maybe like 8.5 out of 10, just because, you know, I want it to be longer. But I'm glad it wasn't for your sake. So that's good.
Yeah. He did also once follow a separate homeless person when we were in Miami and almost got robbed by him as well. We were not dating at that point, so I did laugh at him.
Okay. Somebody in the comments goes, was it Teddy Hart?
It was in fact Teddy Hart.
It was Teddy Hart. So,
yeah, I actually know, his girlfriend at the time was Maria Manic. That's who he got arrested for choking the shit out of.
So, allegedly, according to Rosie, Teddy Hart had a bedazzled Maserati and then tried to steal money from somebody until they bedazzled his shoes for him. That's really interesting. What's Teddy Hart up to now?
Last I checked, he had gotten arrested in Virginia for domestic violence, I guess.
Domestic violence, which is not cool.
They're both wrestlers, so I don't know if it's like a fair fight. But
yeah.
And then that is the last I heard of him. Somebody did a weird documentary on him on YouTube. Apparently he has I know he was still breeding cats for a little bit, and they're expensive Persian, those cats that look like they shouldn't exist that have no snout.
I don't like those.
Yeah, no, and you definitely don't like them when they're created in the backseat of a bedazzled Maserati.
Yeah. That's pretty weird. I bet they got weird personalities. Can cats have autism? Because I feel like if I was born in the backseat of a bedazzled Maserati, I'd probably have a touch of the tism.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
Something.
Yeah.
Touch of something.
Well, that's crazy. But hey, I'm glad that you aren't with that guy anymore, and also he got some of his money back from bedazzling his shoes. So that's really good. Thank you for that. And hey, if in the future you end up going through another party phase and maybe want to call back with another story, actually, don't go through another party phase. Just date a weirdo for the plot and call back.
I'll just call back with another story. I have money. I'll just call back with another story.
Perfect. We're definitely going to be doing this again. So that was really good, Rosie. Thank you. I'm going to move on to our next caller, and in the process, hopefully I don't log myself out of this thing again. Because that was kind of annoying, and I'm not really great at technology, all things considered. Okay, Rosie.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for being on. You're on speaker, by the way, and hopefully you never run into Teddy Hart.
Yes.
Sick. All right. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye.
See ya. Cool. That was a crazy story, guys. At no point in that did I know where it was gonna go. I kind of love the stories that do that, though. That was nice. I like not being able to predict what's going on next. Like kind of like my favorite movies are like Hot Rod and Gentleman Broncos, and I feel like you can't actually ever really predict what's happening next. I mean, the general plot you can, but just the little moments you're like, somebody was definitely on drugs when they decided to do that. So somebody in the chat says, "What are you doing with a 515 number?" Well, so the whole cool thing about this is I have this call-in studio software that helps me screen calls and also gives people a good number to call, because if everyone just called my cell phone number, I wouldn't be able to like put people in a queue. So if everyone wants to call me all at the same time, my phone would probably explode. And that would be super shitty. So this lets me have a bunch of people call all at the same time and it won't hang up on them, hopefully. And I did I did log myself out again. I gotta stop doing that. I don't know how I'm doing that. It's every time I end a call, I accidentally log myself out. But that's fine. Let's see if I have any crazy relationship stories. I definitely do. I've been on some really interesting dates. Actually, one time, this is crazy because I've had a few massage therapists in my life, all women, and they've all set me up on a blind date, and 2 of 3 of those didn't work. I married the last one, which is crazy because how many times do you get set up on blind dates by your massage therapist, and how many times does it work out? But one time my massage therapist, set me up on a blind date, and, uh, she gave me his, like, name and occupation, and, of course, like, being a woman, I went into, like, FBI mode, and the first thing I saw was a mugshot. So I was like, "Hmm, you know, I don't know about that." And he was from Russia, and nothing against Russians, but Russia plus mugshot, I don't know. You start to think some things, right? The date, we ended up going to a coffee shop. It was actually pretty pleasant. We did not get along really well at all. But it was nice. I like coffee. He had a cool dog. So I didn't marry that one, but my massage therapist in Florida set me up with her little brother, and I married that one. So that was cool. He's not Russian, nor does he have a mugshot, uh, which worked out for me really nicely. But I did marry him. And we're like having a baby and stuff, which is nuts. I'd show you my stomach, but I already am not feeling great about my face right now, so I don't want to like, you know, put that up all in there. Um Anyways, if you have a massage therapist and they want to set you up on a blind date, why not? Why not? You never know how it's going to go. You could end up with a Russian felon, or maybe your soulmate. That's a pretty large spectrum, but one of those things is pretty cool. And it's not the Russian felon. Anyways, I'm logging myself back into the calling portal. If you would love to give me a call, I would love that. And if not, well, I guess I'll just keep telling you all of my crazy relationship stories. I dated a DJ. Don't date DJs. That was a weird couple months. I can't even remember how long we dated. It might have only been like 2 months, but it felt like a really long time. That was a really stressful time. The DJ life is just not for me. What else did I date? And I say what else because there were some real characters. Oh, I met a guy outside of my apartment once when I lived in LA, and he was walking a dog, and I was like, "Oh my god, cute dog." And he invited me out for, like, dinner and stuff, and I don't know, I got a different vibe from him, but it turns out his occupation was walking dogs and teaching chess. Um, and not that that's not an honorable job. That's really cool. I love, work with kids, that's fun. Walking dogs, I love dogs. But at the time I was like making pop music and like going out to like influencer events. So we really didn't mesh very well. Um, Really nice guy though. But I thought it was his dog when I met him. But he just walked dogs and taught chess. And, you know, that was just kind of different. Um, I've also never played chess, so but I also don't think I'd be very good at it. I don't like things that take, like, a lot of attention span, which sounds really bad. But that's just not for me. I'm more of, like, a picture wrote book versus, like, novel kinda gal, and that's fine. Which is why I actually just wrote a children's book, with a lot of pictures about my dog, and it's one of my favorite books, and I'll put it out soon. I even ordered a paw print stamp, in the shape of Finley's custom paw print so that he can sign autographs for people. I think maybe we'll do a book signing if y'all would like that. We can have a book signing and Philip can sign the copies of his novel. I'm calling it a novel because it's for sure a novel for him. 36 pages. Watch out. Anywho, sorry, got off on a tangent. Yeah, I mean, my dating history is not great. And that's why, I know a lot of people are probably afraid to call in and share their dating history because it can sound embarrassing when you date a loser. And it is embarrassing when you date a loser. And you should be embarrassed, but that's okay. That's a good thing. I think feeling embarrassed means that you know that you dated a loser. And it's important to distinguish when you're dating like somebody normal and when you're dating a loser. Like I look back at some of my past relationships, I'm like, don't remind me. Um, and yes, to the chat, I did say autographs. Finley will be signing autographs. Here, let me show you his. I'm gonna log myself out of the thing again. At this point, I'm just talking because I've logged myself out so many times I can't count. I can't even count. Okay, here's his autograph. Granted, he has a fuzzy paw, so I sent that to the Etsy lady, and she's gonna clean it up a bit and turn it into a custom paw print stamp. Easy enough for him to press down himself so he can really feel like he's signing the books. And this is how he's going to pay for his leg surgery. This is his third leg surgery in all of his 8 or 9 years of life. The last one was 2 years ago on his other ACL. This one was on his right ACL. And it wasn't cheap. Wasn't cheap at all. So he's going to be paying for his own surgery with the books that he sells. Putting him to work. And he'll autograph for friends and family and for book signings. Hey, so what's really cool about tonight's chat is I've logged myself out of the call-in studio 4 times now. So I don't even know if it'll let me take any more callers because I think I've made this whole thing, I've made it angry. And that's my bad. That's my fault. And it also kind of turned into a promotional video for Finley's novel, which is also my fault. You know what? You live and you learn. Episode 2, really interesting start. We had a couple, good calls about relationships. I would have really loved if somebody called and told me that their like ex was like a I don't know, a foreign spy or something. Maybe the guy I went on a date with was a foreign spy, and that's why he was arrested. I didn't look at why he was arrested. But yeah, I'm trying to, you know what? I've blacked out so many of my dates that I had like when I lived in LA, that I'm having trouble remembering because there were some really weird ones. I went on some dates with some freaking weirdos. Ugh, just gave me the ick. Give myself the ick. Anywho, I'm probably gonna wrap this up because I think I broke my phone line. And I don't think anyone wants to sit and listen to me talk about my dog's new book that he has coming out. I wrote it with him. He's the co-author. He was telling me what to type and I typed it. So it was really like a joint collab, like a duo, like teamwork makes the dream work kind of situation, which is awesome. So, you know what? You guys have an early night, like an early Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to learn how to use my call-in line and get better at it so that I don't ignore people's calls and then sit and talk to myself on camera. But I guess I'll probably see you in like next week or like the week after that. I don't know. When do you guys like watching this? Weekday, weekend? Maybe I'll do a poll about it and we'll argue. Oh shoot. Oh no. I'm getting a call. Let's see. Should I take it? I think I'll take it.
On that relationship.
Oh, hello?
Yeah, is this Sam?
Sam?
Hello?
Well, you're on
calling into the relationship hotline?
a relationship hotline for sure, Sam, for sure. Well, you're on speaker, by the way. You're going to be our final caller, so I really hope this is good. Let us know what you got. What do you got?
So here's the deal. I've got this actual crush I've had for almost 2 years now.
2 years you've had a crush.
We've been hanging out all the time, and it's been going pretty good. Only problem is that he's in a relationship.
Is that so? Well,
yeah. So just so you know a little bit of the backstory, so you know, I'm obviously not a homewrecker or anything.
Yeah. Give us the backstory.
He's a firefighter, and he works like all the time, but his schedule lines up with mine, so we hang out sometimes.
Right.
He does have a wife, but the fire station's pretty far away, so he's always over there looking for somebody to, grab lunch with,
right,
chill, talk stories. So
yeah. So
the deal.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you have ample opportunity to really form a good relationship with this guy. Is his wife like lame or something?
I don't know honestly well, but this guy is he's got every single thing. Like, you have no idea.
Yeah.
How dreamy he is. Like,
he's dreamy. Could you describe him for me?
He's like 6'4", 6'5".
6'5", nice.
And
yeah. Does he happen to have like a mullet now, perchance?
He's got a birthmark, I know that.
Where's that?
You don't even want to know.
I don't want to know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. His wife's probably never seen him in the nude, so that's
pretty much my deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. Like, you could go extreme and like murder the wife, or I think it sounds like he's probably okay with spending more time with you.
Well, I would murder her, but here's the deal: she's pregnant, from what I've heard.
She's pregnant. His wife is pregnant. Whoa.
Yeah, so that's why he's been having to work even more.
Yeah.
Just to catch some shit.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be a double homicide.
So I've had to been there. I had to really be there for him.
Right.
A
Like
lot.
like emotional support.
Well, emotionally
And physically, like a
So-
little bit. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much my deal.
Yeah. I mean,
So I'm workshopping a song. I'm gonna just play a song and just leave it on the table for him.
Okay. You want to play a
Okay,
song
so-
for you want to
Right.
play a song for the chat just in case he's listening?
I'm still ironing out some of the lyrics, but
Okay.
yeah, I'll call back in and just let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind, like, we'd love an update, and when you finish that song, we'd love like a live performance of it as well.
All right, cool.
Okay, well, thanks for calling. I hope everything works out for you. I'm really rooting for you in this situation.
Thank you. All right, safety.
All right, see ya. Wow, guys. That was intense. A man in love with another man who has a wife and she's pregnant. If you see a double homicide on the news, you know what happened. That was a great last call. Really intense story. I'll let you guys sleep on that. Think about it. Chat it up amongst yourselves. For now, we're going to end this chat. And I think maybe we all need to just go have like a little come to Jesus chat. That would be good. I'll see you guys next week or the week after. I don't know, whenever we want to do this again. But again, thank you for joining me on You're on Speaker, by the way. Once again, I am your host, Emily Zeck. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Love ya.